Radio V. Radio in TV.
Radio in TV.
Fresh from the farmer's market, the radio version. I'm Annie Happel, the host of Fresh from the Farmer's Market, and I'm in a twirly chair, and all I'm going to do is go like this. I have two guests. I'm so honored to have two guests today. Rob Spiro. Hello.
Hi, Annie. Thanks for having me.
Hello, Rob.
This
Welcome.
has been a dream of mine, really, all afternoon. It's been kind of a nervous dream.
Yes. Okay. Excellent. And Emily Gigi Joya.
Emily Gigi Joya. What a middle name I have. Thanks for having me, Annie Happel.
You're welcome, Gigi. So this is the very first radio show for Fresh from the Farmer's Market, and I'm thrilled. Really don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just going to throw that out there. But I thought I would have two guests because we can talk about good stuff. One being Good Eggs, which is, Rob, your company.
It is. It's a new startup, I guess that's redundant, in San Francisco, and we're trying to help small food makers, some of whom are raising eggs.
Yeah, you're doing really good work, important work, so that's great. And Gigi, what do you do?
I work for the Edible Schoolyard Project, formerly known as the Chez Panisse Foundation. It's Alice Waters' nonprofit that was started about 16 years ago. And we've got programs on the ground, and I can tell you a whole lot more about what I do whenever you want to know.
Excellent. And we'll also talk about Fresh from the Farmer's Market, of course. But I feel like we probably couldn't talk about that for an entire half an hour. But the show aired last night. You saw it, Gigi.
Yes, you were excellent.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
About goats.
Rob, yes, it was about goats. And Rob, you haven't seen it yet.
I've heard rave reviews.
Oh.
Everybody's talking about it. The tweetosphere is blowing up.
Yeah, that's kind of what I heard.
Hashtag what, Annie?
Oh, hashtag Fresh from the Farmer's Market,
of
obviously.
Course.
I mean,
hashtag
goats.
What's in your, hashtag goats.
Hashtag what's in your bag.
Hashtag what's in your bag. You wouldn't believe the what's in your bag little.
Yeah. So
that sounds great.
We have these little bits where I interview people that are shopping around the farmer's market about what's in their bag. And they pull out all sorts of crazy, ridiculous things.
I bet.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. You can come down and I'll ask you what's in your bag, Rob.
I'll be prepared.
Gigi, you're probably coming on Saturday, right?
I think I should.
I think you should too. So we're doing. Do you guys want to show a clip of the show? All right. Okay. Whenever you're ready. Just put that. Okay. There we go. Enjoy, people. We'll just take a little breather. Welcome to Fresh from the Farmer's Market. It's a beautiful day in San Francisco, and it's goat time.
There is a place out west where you can find the best of vegetables. It's down by the bay, a cornucopia of delectables. And everybody knows that the place to go to meet a farmer laureate. Is that a wonderful spot where all the chefs shop a lot? Berry Plaza Farmers Market.
I'm Annie Happel, your host of Fresh from the Farmer's Market. Today is all about goats. First stop, two sisters from Sonoma County who've been a part of the Goat Festival since its inception. This is the 4th annual Goat Cheese Festival at the Ferry Plaza Farmers Market, is that right?
Yeah, this is the 4th annual Goat Festival. Publicizing to the public everything made from dairy goats, not just the cheese, but the milk, the yogurt. We even have goat milk soap, goat milk candies, you name it.
What are the 4 pillars of sustainability, you ask? Environmentally friendly, socially just, humane, and economically viable. Now you know.
Goats many times have a bad rap about they're smelly, they eat everything, all of which is not true.
No.
And so we like to get the word out.
What are the most redeeming qualities about goats?
What I love is their personality, their nature. You just can't be upset or nervous or worry about anything. But the second part that I love about them is this fabulous products they make. They're delicious and they're so healthful, especially the yogurts and the kefirs with the probiotics, their fermented foods, the animals and the products.
All right,
And
that
so
was
you were
it.
mentioning a
Fresh
bit
from
about
the farmer's
goats.
market. Oh, can you see me? Oh God, that's embarrassing. Okay, we have a big like screen up there and I can see myself. So one of the things I wanted to say was, so the first episode was about goats. You saw it, Gigi. Rob, you have yet to see it, but you've heard all
Just
about
saw
it
a
on the
clip, yeah.
And you just saw a clip. The next episode that's airing on Sunday is 6 p.m. Free Speech TV is about eggs. And so we went out to a farm. We went to,
They're doing an
Oh.
effect. They are doing
Sound
a
effects.
chicken effect.
that was amazing.
That is impressive.
So we went out to a farm. We went out to Eat Well Farm and saw chickens, talked to Nigel Walker, the farmer, and the owner of Eat Well, learned all about his pasture-raised eggs and the difference between pasture-raised eggs, cage-free eggs, free-range eggs. Really, pasture-raised are what you would think of as an egg, as a happy chicken and a happy egg, meaning that they're chickens that are free to roam and eat the grass and grain, and they're not contained or confined. And it actually creates, they make much more kind of nutritionally valuable eggs, which is really interesting to me. So I learned a ton going out to the farm and talking to Nigel, and then we filmed at the Ferry Plaza Farmers Market, which we do on Saturdays. And so the show is all about eggs, and so then I thought, well, I probably can't talk about the show for a good hour or half an hour. So I wanted to bring in some lovely guests to talk about eggs and also what they do, which is good eggs. How
Yeah.
fitting. How
Very
fitting.
fitting.
And then Edible Schoolyard Project, but also just kind of,
There are eggs at the Edible Schoolyard.
we can just
in
talk.
Berkeley. Yeah.
There are.
Yeah.
And we can just talk about whatever. Because I happen to live with Gigi. She's my roommate. So we can pretty much just talk about anything.
I went to visit the Edible Schoolyard,
You
and
did.
there were chickens there, and they were not very friendly.
They're not, well, you know, they're very used to human interaction, and they're very used to young human interaction, as in like 8 to, well, no, how old are you in middle school? Like 10?
Yeah. No, I think you're like 12 or 13.
Yeah.
I was
Okay,
like
6
22.
through 8. I know. No, but so
Rob, you're
I
an
think
exception.
they're used to being chased down by lots of children, and so even if you're a sane adult and very kind, they don't care. They run away from you for the most part. But it's kind of fun to chase a chicken sometimes.
Chickens, yeah.
But
Chickens aren't the smartest.
no, they're
in
not,
my
and they're quite dirty. But
And
they
they
do
are.
lay a good egg.
They do lay good eggs. Good eggs.
Bada
Oh,
bing!
transition.
And then we go straight from.
they lay exceptional eggs.
Really smooth.
Wasn't that so good,
That's
Annie?
really
I
good.
That
think
was
I belong in
good.
this scene.
That was excellent.
Oh boy.
It's time for a lot of egg puns. Let's just bring them on. Okay, so Rob, tell us about good eggs.
Okay, so
In all
good
seriousness.
eggs. In all seriousness. So we started this company. The idea is that there's a lot of farmers, like the folks at Eat Well, farmers and ranchers and food makers who are trying to raise food that's with a lot more integrity than you usually find in the industrial food system. And this is a lot of the food that shows up at farmers markets, at Ferry Plaza Farmers Market, and other farmers markets around the country. And what's interesting about these kinds of farmers and food makers is that it's really hard to make it work economically. It's really hard to make a living from it, especially if you want to like send your kids to school or retire or do the things that you normally associate with a safe job. You can't do that in the food industry. And so we said, okay, well, how can we help using technology? How can we build tools for these folks using primarily software is what we're about, software on the web to make their lives easier. And so we've been at it now for about 9 months. And a big part of that, brand new.
New baby.
A big part of that was really research mode. Just trying to figure out what can we build that's going to be really helpful to people, what's going to be valuable, what are the problems that really need to be solved. We focused on the direct sales from farmers to customers. So these are farmers and food makers who want to sell direct without going through a supermarket. And that's what happens at farmers markets, is that they sell direct.
Yeah.
And when they're selling direct, they get a much higher portion of the retail dollar. When you go shopping at a supermarket and you spend $1 on food, anywhere from, in the worst cases, 10 cents to 40 cents goes to the farmer.
Wow.
And then the rest there's all sorts of players in
Wow.
the middle. But if you're shopping direct from the farmer,
Yeah.
they're getting all of it, or they're getting 95 cents of it.
Huh. 10
10 it's a huge
cents, so
difference.
10% would go to the farmer?
Yeah, and that's in
In
the
the
worst
worst case.
cases, yeah.
And are there some grocery stores and chains that are, do they have a policy across the board? So like Whole Foods will pay X, Safeway would pay X, do you know?
No, the prices are constantly fluctuating.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Um,
Gosh.
Anyway, so that's what we're working on. We're at a point now where we're hopefully going to launch pretty soon something at goodeggs.com where people can go and find all the great farmers and food makers in their area who are selling direct, and then buy direct from them.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think that's so important because it's such a great idea to make these farmers more accessible, because I think that's right. I mean, that's the farmer's struggle, is that it's hard to get business when you're not at a farmer's market or when you're not selling at a grocery store, because how does anybody hear about you? And they're not marketers, they're farmers. So then like you
Exactly.
do the technology piece and kind of bridge those communication lines, and that's a really cool thing.
Yeah, there's a funny thing happening with local food. Usually you think about supply and demand, and supply always rises to meet demand. But there's a funny thing in local food where there's more demand than there is supply, especially in the Bay Area, but really nationwide. More people want local food that's grown with integrity than is currently being supplied in the market. And there's actually more supply capacity than there is production. So there's more farmland that could be used for this kind of farming. There's more kitchen space that could be used. There's people could increase, the small entrepreneurs who are out there could increase their production. And so it's kind of a funny situation. If there's more demand than there's supply and more supply capacity, why don't they just naturally meet each other? And it's a problem with everything in the middle. It's the logistics, it's the distribution, it's the marketing, it's the communication.
Yeah. And so you're helping to bridge that gap.
We're trying, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot to do, and we're not going to be able to do all of it, but if we can lend our talents and have other people lend their own talents.
Yeah. And I think it's such a great area to start in the Bay Area. People are like, love local food and I think probably a bit more intrigued by it and interested in participating, at least initially. So it's a great place to do a test and have this launch your company and then hopefully take it to other cities, right?
That's
Is that
exactly
the
right.
idea?
And there are a ton of food entrepreneurs out here. People who are going back to the farm and starting farms and ranches. People who are trying to convert farms and ranches that are right now participating in the conventional industrial system and trying to move off to this higher integrity system. People starting bakeries and prepared food companies and new jam makers and picklers, and there's just this kind of wave of innovation going on. And it's cool. It's inspiring.
So cool. I want to start a little wave of innovation company. Wouldn't that be fun? Like a little something. I don't know. Pickles?
Pickles?
Are you hearing Rihanna?
Emmy's pickles.
Emmy's makes really delicious pickles.
Good, good.
We're on break. Are we on break?
Are we on a break, or are we just hearing a little Rihanna? I don't know what that means.
That's the 30-second signal.
Oh, okay, we have 30 seconds. Okay, well, wait, so really quickly, Josie Baker
Yes.
is delivering to my office now.
Yeah.
I got him to come in. Did I tell you this?
Ramin was here. You said.
Yeah, he did a little sampling, and he's selling like 10 loaves a week now to my office, which is great. People loved his bread. His bread is legit. It's really good.
Really delicious.
Yeah, and that was all through Good Eggs.
Good Eggs powers his
Yeah.
subscription service.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's on the radio. Everybody in the world knows about it right now.
Are we on break? Mm-mm. Live.
Now we're on a break. Oh, we're going to a break. We're going to a break. Sorry. I'm new at this. Yeah, these signals, I don't know what they mean.
Signs,
Break?
stop signs.
What does that mean? Okay, break. Break time. Enjoy. Listen to some Rihanna. That's what we're doing.
Baby, you're a challenge. Let's explore your talent. Hey.
Log on to livestream.com/TRadioV. Right now.
A deer, a female deer. Can I sing? Hi. we're back. Fresh from the Farmer's Market radio version. So you can call us and chat, or we can just sing Sound of Music songs together. 877-699-4662 is the number. People, call in. I want the lines to be blowing up. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/TRadioV, or the Fresh from the Farmer's Market page, which is facebook.com/Fresh from the Farmer's Market. And you can follow us on Twitter at TRadioV. Hashtag Fresh from the Farmer's Market.
Annie, there is a great picture of you on the Facebook page holding a baby goat.
I did love the little
it
baby
the other day.
goats. They're so cute.
They're really cute.
I really like goats. Like, there was a guy actually in Noe Valley who had a pet goat. Did you ever see him?
I just watched this video today at work with the guy, I think he's in Berkeley, who had 2 goats, and they were normal adult size, and he was walking them down the street.
People have them as pets.
Yeah.
Don't you get creeped out by
But
the
they
crazy
wear,
eyes?
like halters.
But goat eyes aren't nearly as crazy as sheep eyes. Sheep
Yeah.
eyes are like dead to the world eyes.
Oh, they are?
Oh, yeah. It's really creepy. I don't like them.
Oh, go to
There they are. Okay, so we talked a little bit about Good Eggs, Rob. And are you on the technical? No. Who's building the platform? Somebody at Good Eggs? You have?
We have a whole team, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So there's the technology side, and then you're kind of the product side. Is that right?
Exactly right, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. All right, cool. Well, Good Eggs is cool. GoodEggsInc.com. Can you guys bring it up? Can you put it?
Yeah, just
there?
goodeggs.com.
Look at, GoodEggs.com.
Yeah.
I thought it was Good Eggs Inc.
We upgraded.
Oh, yeah, you did.
You guys are big time.
Mm-hmm.
Good Eggs is
huge.
big time. But look at that. I love the little hen. Speaking, I mean, it's perfect.
I know. Look, it's on
It's
an
actually
egg.
it's actually a rooster.
It's on
Rooster.
It's
Yeah.
a beautiful rooster.
I love the rooster on the egg. Gigi?
Yes. Edible Schoolyard Project time.
Emily Joya? Yes. Talk to us about Edible Schoolyard.
Well, the Edible Schoolyard is known for its programs on the ground. And the idea behind these programs is what we call edible education. And that's kitchen and garden classroom learning that's integrated into the school curriculum.
Cool. I love that. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
it's
such
awesome.
a brilliant idea.
Well, it's just the easiest and best and most efficient way to educate kids and have them to fight the obesity epidemic and
Yeah.
have them eat well. Is just to start at the youngest,
Yeah.
youngest age group possible. And our first program on the ground that started 15 years ago because Alice walked by this sad-looking piece of asphalt, kind of dilapidated schoolyard in Berkeley. It started at Edible Schoolyard. MLK Junior Middle School in Berkeley, and she said something in an article, and the principal called her up, and they had a little conversation, and she started raising money, and all of a sudden they, converted an acre of asphalt into this garden, and so, anyways, the idea is to teach there and in the kitchen classroom.
And so you've been working on curriculum that's online that teachers can download, right?
Yeah, it starts.
Which is such a great idea.
It's really cool. So all the curriculum that has been documented. It's up. The
Hey,
website's up.
looking good. Your pretty
So
website.
you might, if you guys want to click on network, that would be awesome if you see network on the primary navigation. Yeah, just click on that. So all of the curriculum that that our teachers at Edible Schoolyard Berkeley, and then we have also other founding programs around the country, have created over the past 15 years has gone, there's our map of all the programs.
Cool.
All that curriculum has now
lots.
gone online, and we have asked, if you can see, there's a bunch of pins on a map. Those are all the programs around the country. There's even some around the world if you zoom out that have joined this site also can contribute their curriculum. And the idea is for programs to sort of learn from each other and adapt and adopt their curriculum and best practices and hopefully better their programs. We can grow more programs. It's basically kind of an online network for these programs. We want to grow this movement, this edible education movement. And there's so many organizations doing exactly this work. And the site is hopefully just about bringing these organizations together online. And
also Michelle Obama's been really
on Let's Move.
powerful, right? And helpful.
Unbelievable.
In her movement.
Yeah. She just came out with a really great book. Actually,
Yeah.
and I'm blanking on the name right now.
I want to read that, actually.
Yeah,
Do you know the name
I just
of it?
saw
Rob?
it. I actually
Come on,
just
Rob.
saw a copy of it. And it's great.
What's the
It's
name of
great.
Michelle Obama's book? Can you guys look it up? Actually, I can too.
You probably can, but she's
Um,
on the cover holding a big basket of vegetables. So it's
She's
just-
so cool.
She's awesome. She
Um,
is, yeah,
yeah.
our hero. For
Yeah.
sure.
And have you found that with her Let's Move campaign that it's brought kind of more attention to what you guys are doing
so.
too?
This is, I mean, Rob, you can probably attest too. Like, this is an incredible time to be involved in the food movement, whether
Yeah.
it's from, the school and education side or the policy side or, the sort of food, I don't know, stores. What do you call? What do you?
Food stores. Yeah, that's what we call them.
food
We call them food stores.
Food
Food stores are great.
American Grown.
Oh, there
I
it is.
figured out the
Thanks,
name of the
guys.
book.
American Grown, the story of the White House kitchen garden and gardens across America. Gosh,
Yeah.
look at that bountiful basket of goodies.
I know.
Don't you just want to
First
nibble on
lady,
that?
she's awesome.
She's
I
great.
know, and those gardens are incredible. Yeah, and she's doing. Listen to how cool this is. Sorry, this is not about eggs, but this is
No,
the
it's
coolest
fine.
idea. She has this competition that's going on right now for kids. I don't know how old. Maybe the cutoff is like 12 or 13 years old, and the idea is to come up with like a great meal and recipe that kids would write, and they submit it in a competition, and one kid from every state is picked, and they get to go to a state dinner with Michelle Obama at the White House.
That's so cool.
Isn't that the coolest
That's
thing?
so cool. So the
That's so
kids are
great.
picking the recipes?
The kids are like creating and writing the recipe. I think maybe it's
I
a full
love
meal,
that
so it's like 3 or
idea.
4 recipes.
I love
I just
that
think
idea.
that's awesome.
That's great.
So
Yeah.
all those kids that are listening out there,
Yeah. Kids, don't you want to call in? We can listen to your recipe ideas. Call in. What's your recipe?
877-699-4662.
Yes.
That was a great,
Gigi, good
great reading of the
transition.
number.
Got my
Good.
contacts in.
Oh, well done. Well
Mm-hmm.
done. Speaking of recipes, let's talk about the recipe that I wrote for the eggs episode on applesauce.
Yes, it's
What's
I love-
applesauce?
Oh,
Oh,
Well,
Rob. Oh, Rob, what a
Boy.
question. Applesauce.com is my food blog. And I started it a few years ago, and now and I try to tie in recipes that kind of correspond with filming. So when we did the eggs episode and we went out to the farms, I wrote about an egg-exceptional salad.
another good pun.
Which, yeah, the egg puns are good because it's really easy to do.
you guys have Good Eggs has come up with some really good food.
Oh.
We're like a pun factory.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think you'd
Rob,
be really
toss 'em out.
impressed.
Oh God, I can't do it on the spot.
Okay,
I think
well,
this takes hours and hours and weeks of preparation to come up with a single good pun. This is people's full-time jobs just to come up with puns.
Actually, I was reading the Good Eggs blog today, and there were
Yeah.
a number of puns, like just in the one entry.
Yeah,
which
we
was
spent
great.
weeks on that one entry.
Call in. Okay. Oh, we have a caller. Oh my gosh, get out of town. Okay, let's listen.
So we've got Hank from Morgan Hill. Here he is.
Hi. Okay, Hank. Hi, Hank.
Hi, this is Hank from Morgan Hill. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
How's it going, Annie? I was just on livestream.com. I was scanning through, and I saw your guys' show. I saw the preview in the beginning, the ferry building preview. Sometimes I go there, and I just think that's awesome what you guys are doing there.
Well, thank you so much. That's really, really nice to hear. I'm thrilled that you called in. I hope you watched the show. You haven't seen it yet, just the little clip.
Well, no, I'm looking forward to it, but that looks really cool. And then you guys are talking about kids just recently, and I have a 12-year-old nephew that I try to get him into, to be health conscious and stuff, but I think that what you guys are doing are awesome. Hi, Rob. Hi, Emily.
Hey.
Hi, you guys
Hi.
also.
I think that you need to come to the Ferry Plaza Farmers Market so Annie can do what's in your bag with you.
Yeah,
Sounds
totally.
like you'd be excellent.
Please.
Oh, when is that?
That's every Saturday.
Well,
right, Annie?
yeah, we're filming on
Ish.
this Saturday. We'll be filming at the Ferry Plaza. We usually get there. We start filming around 8:30. We probably do What's in Your Bags, I don't know, around the 10 o'clock hour. Don't you think, Rome? I think that's fair. So, yeah, please come on down, Hank. I would love to see what's in your bag. What's in
Sounds
your
awesome.
bag?
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll look for something. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Hey, your
wow.
first caller.
Oh, my gosh.
We
That
should
was
almost
really exciting.
applaud.
Good
Yeah.
work.
Yay!
Yay.
First caller.
This is huge.
This is so
Annie, how do
fun.
you feel?
So, I feel good. I feel good.
Good.
Yeah.
The phone's ringing.
The phone's ringing.
If that's a 214 area code,
Are we supposed to... Does that mean we have a caller? Okay. Well, God, we are going to
we
get
did.
really excited for that.
That's a
Lily
legitimate
Joya.
caller number 2.
Lily Joya. is it
Anyways,
you?
we don't have to talk about Boudin Blanc. We don't have to talk about that kind of stuff.
No,
'cause
but
it's
I
a
had
little-
really good like blood sausages in Spain. Did you, Rob?
I didn't, no, but tell us about it.
Oh, well, it has rice in it. Oh, we have a caller. Oh my gosh!
Is this
Put her
Lily?
through. Put her through. Okay. Hello. Hello.
Annie?
Hey!
Hi. Is this Lily?
It's Lily.
Hey, Mom.
I wish I could hear you live, but congratulations. I saw a fabulous clip, and I just think this is really exciting.
But, Mom, do you get that? Mom, can you hear me? It's your daughter, Emily.
Hi, Emily.
Hi. And Rob's here, too. You'd really like him. He's
Hi,
great.
Lily.
Hi, Rob.
It's really great to meet you on
Mom.
the radio.
Yeah.
Is it time to go? Whoa, it is. You guys, listen to that music. That means it's time to go.
Oh, my gosh.
Time was flying by.
That was
Faster
too
than
fun,
a
Annie.
chicken
Annie,
can
what a
fly the coop.
successful first radio show.
Thanks, Rob.
You're a
That's-
natural.
You really are.
So kind. Wow.
This has just been truly incredible.
Come back next time. We'll talk even more.
That sounds awesome.
I want to hear more about Spain.
I do,
I'll
too.
tell you all about it.
Okay. Great. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
Fresh from the Farmers Market. Watch it. And watch it. Fresh from the Farmers Market. It's a great show. It really is. It's going to be online tomorrow. It's not online yet, but it's going to be online on tradiov.com. The new website is going to have it, and then it will also be on facebook.com/Fresh from the Farmers Market. And then I might put it on applesauce.com. And hashtag Fresh from the Farmers Market.
Hashtag.
All right. I think that's it. Thanks. Bye.
Talked them out of the bop and it was rain. They started going steady and bless my soul. He out popped the buzzard and the Oreo. He rocks in the treetop all day long, hopping and a bopping and a singing his song. All the little birds on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin go tweet, tweet, tweet. Rockin' robin, tweet, tweet. Rock, rock, rockin' robin, tweet, tweet. Go to rockin' robin 'cause you're really gonna rock tonight. Tweet, tweet, rock, tweet.
T Radio V. Radio in TV.
It started with radio.
Mr. Pop.
Then along came TV.
On the air 5 nights a week with America's greatest singing star.
Personal computers began dotting the landscape.
Then Al Gore invented the internet.
I took the initiative in creating the internet.
Thank you, Al. Because of you, suddenly, personal computers got, well, really personal. And media was no longer just media. It transformed into interactive media. Now, in 2012, interactive media explodes! And when the dust settles, a new generation of media will be born. It's not just radio, it's not just TV, and it's not just the internet. Welcome to TRadioV.com. T-Radio V, radio in TV, everywhere.